Hey guys, Mason here from In the Box Mixing and Music, and today we're going to be talking about creating project templates. What is a template? Well, a template is a preset for you and your plugins, effects, and routing options before you start mixing. This way you'll save a lot more time instead of spending every single time on every single song, setting up all those plugins every single time. All that time that's being consumed could be used towards mixing and creating better music. So today I'm going to be teaching you how to create those templates. The template I'm going to be showing you today is one that's very intuitive for me and very basic and plain, but it gets the job done and saves me a lot of time. I like to emulate an SSL console, so this is how I'll create my workflow, but you can create yours any way you like it. You can personalize it any way you like it because it's your template and whatever helps you work faster. So to start creating your template, the first thing you're going to want to do is to create some tracks. So the first thing I'm going to do is create some tracks. I'm going to create 32 tracks because I want a 32 channel console. Whatever your needs are is whatever you can set it to. So I set mine there with no inputs because I'm not recording, and the outputs all go to my mix bus, which is bus 40, and then I'm just going to send that out and create it, but I've already done that already like you see here, and that's what pretty much you're going to do. You're going to see something like this. So the next thing you want to do is you want to put some plugins on those channels. So you're going to highlight all the channels like that, and then you're going to click one of the inserts, and you're going to go to the first one, which is your gain, or in Pro Tools it would be called a trim plugin. This is very crucial for every template. Every template should have this, as a lot of tracks are recorded hot these days. So what this is going to help you do is start with your gain structure. It's going to help you set your gain structure. So as you can see on mine, I've already set it on here on this vocal recording that I'm doing right now. It's set to 0 on the fader, over 0.8, close enough. And I've already attenuated it down to 18. And now I can bring it down lower, and I can bring it up higher if I wanted to. But this way you have control right off the bat, right off the source, and it's easier for you to ride the faders when the time comes. The next thing you're going to want to do is the most important, your bread of the mix. This is your EQ. The EQ is the bread of your mix because the butter is your dynamics, which is your compressor. You can have a channel strip. If you have a channel strip plugin, go ahead and use it. If you don't, any combination of a channel EQ or a combination of a compressor is going to work fine. Even the stock plugins are great. I just like using the SSL. It works the best for me. I work fast in it, and I'm trying to emulate the SSL console. So this is why I'm using it. This is why you can really get personal, and you can use whatever plugins you want as long as it works for you. The last one is optional. I have console saturation on the end of every single channel because I want to emulate that SSL feel, but that's optional, and again, that's something that I like, and it's icing and sugar, not the bread and butter. So as I was talking about before, you can make groups really quickly. You can just highlight the groups. You can make their color, green, let's make it blue, green, whatever, and then this is going to be my drum group, so I'm going to name them overheads, and then overheads, kick, and snare, and I'm going to send these all to a bus which will have the drums on there, and I'm going to put the glue on there and put the compression because I'm going to use that maybe 85 to 100% of the time. Like all these plugins, I'll be using 85 to 100% of the time no matter what I'm doing. So that's why it's good to set those. And then you go, okay, I have a guitar group here, so I'm going to make these color like orange or something like that. And then I'm going to send them to a guitar bus too, and then going to set the settings for that, put on my compressors there or whatever. And then you'll be even more specific and more templated as you think. So that means that you'll be a little bit more restricted because you'll be looking for specific items. If you're the one creating the music, it's good for you because you know exactly what you want and you're going to go to your template. But if you're receiving other people's music, they don't have your templates. They have their own templates. So they're going to be making music with different tracks, and you're going to have to be rearranging your stuff and fixing all your tracks and making it match theirs because you set yours so specifically. This is why I like to have a very open and very flat one because I can set the parameters to whatever I want, and I can easily create new channels or buses, or I'll just have them ready, but I won't route them directly to them. I'll just have those buses ready because eventually I know I'm going to be using the drum bus and the guitar bus and the bass bus and all stuff like that. The panning I like to keep very zero because you never know what's going to happen. You can change them all if you want, if you're so super sure about whatever. So if you're the songwriter, it's really easy for you. But if you're receiving clients' work, it's best to have a very flat template that you can adjust and become very flexible with. The last thing you might want to create is the master fader. I like to put the bus on there and the EQ as well as a compressor. These all really have flat values because I can adjust them to taste. I can adjust this to taste if I wanted to like that, but usually I like to keep it flat. Same with the tape saturation. And that's pretty much all there is to making it. All you really got to do now is just save it as a template by going to File, Save as Template, save it as whatever you call it, SSL32 channel, save that. And then once you open up a new session, you can open up from a new template in your DAW, and you can open it straight up here, import the files from another project, or import the media right in here and organize the tracks, and you're ready to go. You already got your channel strip ready. Oh, I have a guitar here. I'm going to put that, oh, there. Really, it's already done. Instead of going, okay, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to go all of my plugins and go through all of that. So this way, it's really saved you a lot of time just by setting these up. It's really crucial and important towards your workflow. I really recommend that you do this first before even starting. Getting yourself prepared for the mix before it even happens is where the mixing begins. That's all I have to say today for In the Box Mixing and Music. My name's Mason. See you next time.